Starting. Three. There it is. Hello, Fire Survivor. I am here with the fourth person voted out of Fire Survivor Island Haunt. Hello, Scott.
Hello. I probably should have been the first, though, huh?
No, definitely not. I'm
I
kind
thought
of glad
it
with Thomas Gawain for
was
first bill, and I can say that, and I will say that. He was very controversial, and I didn't want there to be too much drama and people attacking me because the people in my game, and that still kind of happened, and we will get to that. So the first question I have for you is: you came into this game, and everyone kind of tried to bond with you. You had people saying they support Trump with you. Just hanging out and vibing. Why do you think you're voted out for fourth?
I don't think I was voted out because of the Trump thing. I still don't know whether Livingston and Kevin are really true Trump supporters. And
I will
Billy.
answer that.
Okay. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. But when the topic came up, and of course, we're right around election day, I had to participate. I couldn't just sit there and be quiet. Maybe that didn't help my game with some people, but I think what really did me in was the fact that early in the game, right when we lost our first challenge, I took the initiative and the lead to go after Rachel. And I did that because I did some research and saw that Rachel had so many friends in this game, probably 6 or 7 people that were going to have her back. And we finally got her on a tribe where she wasn't with those people. She just had Colin. So I was trying to get the people on our tribe to take out a target and actually play the game. Unfortunately, no one else wanted to play the game with me, exception of Chandler. He's the only one. No one else seemed to be interested in talking game with me at all. In fact, a lot of times I would say hello, hi, what's up, make conversation. Nothing happened as a result. And if anything, my words got twisted around and I became a sexist, which is completely ludicrous. But still, that's what I was referred to. I became a target on day one. The Trump supporting thing couldn't help me, I guess, but honestly, I didn't care at that point because I could see what kind of game it was going to be, at least for me.
Okay, so real quick, I do want to comment that because this will be uploaded to YouTube, I do want to go ahead and comment that based on someone's political view, we do not need to judge. We do not need to make comments on it. Everyone has their opinion and are entitled to an opinion. And if Scott supports Trump, Scott is allowed to support Trump and should not be judged based off of that. I just
True.
want to say that because, there's going to be people that'll try to harp you for it and say you're a horrible person. And I do not want that. So, the Livingston and Kevin thing. So, production's kind of confused, I think. Nathan said that Livingston is not really a Trump supporter and was just trolling you to try to bond with you. The next, Kevin, I'm like almost 100% sure he supports Trump, but I'm still unsure about him as well. So I don't know if they really support Trump or not. However, Livingston did write a confessional, and I'm going to pull it up. I can't say exactly what it says, but it was talking about how he supported Trump. So I'm confused. Y'all people got me confused. We definitely do know that you support Trump, and that is fine. But he was talking, oh my goodness, he was talking all about Trump, and it was kind of iconic because I was like, oh, he does support Trump. I can't find it. Anyway, he either does or he doesn't, and we don't know. We're conflicted on that. So, my next question is that you and Rachel kind of bonded after a minute, and you tried to start working with her. Do you think you trying to work with Rachel saved you from getting voted out for 14?
Maybe. I think a lot of this game, I don't have to tell you this, we had a medevac situation. We had Thomas, who came into this game not well liked. I happen to like him. Thomas is a friend of mine. But for some reason, he was already not well liked. I just think that my eviction was pushed off a little bit. Maybe talking to Rachel. She actually spoke to me. The irony of the whole thing about Rachel is that the animosity I got for going after Rachel from a game perspective from day one was from Colin and from FireX. Those are the two people, and maybe a little bit from Liam. I never really got it from Rachel. And when I spoke to Rachel, she was one of the few people that actually talked game with me, which is surprising because no one was talking game with me except for Chandler. Not even Livingston. Livingston would say, oh, I'm not going to vote out a Patriot. I want to look out for our own. That's why the whole Trump thing was more of a, well, if he likes Trump, I like Trump, maybe we're in a minority. We can group together, but he never talked game with me either. So I think to answer your question, Rachel was someone that I felt I had to reach out to because I realized she wasn't going to get voted out. And I even admitted that to her in PMs. And I told her, I only went after you because you were threatened. You were a threat. I was threatened by you, by the number of connections that you have. But right now, you can use me as a shield. People already don't like me. Not a bad person to bring along a little further in the game. Maybe it worked. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it was just coincidence. But it certainly was worth a try, Sean.
Okay, so this game was a little rocky at the start. When we introduced the twist, did you feel like this was going to be harmful to you or good for you?
Before I lost my vote?
Yes.
Well, that wasn't the whole. Yeah, that was part of the twist. It was in the idol board. I didn't know what to make of the twist. I never won a tribal immunity. I never got a clue. I had no idea who these haunters were. I do know that Ben picked our tribe. That I found out. Because Ben was talking to me, I wanted to put all my friends together, and this is what happens. Because Ben and I are pretty close. And I don't know. I just didn't even have a chance to really fathom what this whole thing was going to be about. Because I never got a chance to even have a reasonable guess. I was throwing names at the wind and hoping something would stick.
Okay, Scott, say your final words to the Viewers Lounge.
Hi, Viewers Lounge. I'm sorry that I didn't entertain you as much as I usually do in my other games. I promise I'll deliver next time, but I hope you enjoy watching me for the short time that I was there. God bless everybody, and God bless America.
Before you go, I do want to quickly say that not this season, the next season, but the season after that will be All-Stars, and you are invited to fill out an application when they open.
Well, thank you. That's very nice. I don't think I really lived up to it this season. I didn't really have a chance to play, but I really appreciate the offer, and I will be. Again, I don't hold this. Any of the things I said in confessional, I do not hold it against any of you or your co-hosts. It's not your fault that this cast may be not the kind of cast that I'm used to working with. Maybe I should just up my game a little bit and not play my usual game. Maybe it's on me.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording.